Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Oh, at this hour?
Freshly baked croissants. The only civilised way to start the day.
You must have been up at the crack of dawn.
I always am. Life's far too precious to spend the morning lolling about in bed. Did you have a bad night?
No, why?
You look a little tired.
Well, they certainly smell good.
I even included one for Gabby. Not that I think she deserves it.
What do you mean?
Well, she hasn't so much as said thank you to me for sorting out that wretched insurance business.
Seeing as you started the fire in the first place, I don't imagine that she's feeling all that grateful.
It was an accident. That's been quite clearly established.
What's all this?
The new look.
Oh, don't bother. You know I can't see anything till after I've had my first cup of coffee.
Today's the day. The Erinsborough News.
Oh, right. They're sending a photographer over.
You look very smart, Dougie.
I do, don't I?
Didn't they want, you know, the rough, rugged sort of look, the stubbies and singlet job?
Well, I thought maybe I'd just upgrade myself a bit.
Oh, I agree.
Well, please yourself, but I don't think that's the image they wanted for their page 3 pin-up.
Well, I, for one, don't want to open the paper and see my brother looking like some hobo from the front bar of the waterhole. You look far more gentlemanly as you are.
You're right, as usual. They want a good dose of rough, tough Aussie spunk.
That's the way you told it.
I'll just get changed to my old clobber.
Why is it that I only have to express an opinion for Dougie to go charging off in the opposite direction?
You gave me a fright.
How?
I turned over to give you a good morning kiss and you weren't there.
Well, I'm here now.
I was going to bring you breakfast in bed.
Oh, no, I've got an early start this morning. I told Paul I'd order in some more stock, and I want to show Helen my ring before I take off.
Any regrets?
What do you think?
I think you're one hell of a woman and then some.
You know, slouch yourself, lover.
You know, I was beginning to wonder if you and I would ever get our act together.
They say leopards can't change their spots, but I think I've put paid to that. You really have mended your ways, haven't you?
I told you, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you.
Mind you, you are such an ace salesman. I might never know whether you're bunging on the charm or dishing out the real thing.
You are the only woman in the world for me, and you know it.
I better be. I got a hell of a left hook, and don't you forget it.
Todd, you better get a move on. You have a soccer meeting
Todd.
before school, remember?
Todd, wake up.
What time is it?
I've got to get out of here.
All right, look. Back out the window's the best bet.
I can't go that way. Mr. Robinson's out there.
Oh, look, we'll work something out. It'll be
That's
fine.
going to kill me if she finds me gone.
Nothing is going to spoil last night. Best thing that ever happened to me.
Me too.
Well, I think you better get some clothes on before we smuggle you out.
Yes.
Morning.
Morning.
Said it was all right if I barged in.
You're looking very chipper this morning.
Yes, well, sapphires are a girl's best friend.
Madge, it's beautiful. Of course, I can't imagine where it came from.
Well, he promised me it didn't fall off the back of a truck.
When are you going to start wearing it on your left hand?
Well, at the moment it's just a friendship ring, but who knows? Lou's very persistent.
You're obviously a very happy woman.
Yeah. Well, we do hit it off rather well.
Time for a couple?
Oh, yeah, I'd love one.
Oh, can you get it? Lift it around his head.
Righto.
Pour one for me while you're at it, Madge.
Oh, I think I can manage that.
He's got his back to us. Come on.
Your eggs, Jim?
Thanks.
See you at school. Okay. Love you. You
Todd, you better get a move on.
too. I was just jumping into the shower.
Oh, by the way, I have an apology to make.
You do?
Yes, Phoebe left a message for you yesterday afternoon, and I was so busy on the phone that I forgot about it until this morning. Hope it wasn't important.
Yeah, well, she would have rung again if it was. I'll catch up with her at school.
Move it.
Good morning.
Hi.
I called you earlier and discovered your bed hadn't been slept in. So, young lady, just where did you spend last night? I want a direct answer, Phoebe.
I spent the night with Todd.
I see. I trust you had the good sense to take the necessary precautions.
Yes.
Just how long has this been going on?
Last night was the first time.
You can't possibly expect me to approve.
Todd and I love each other. So why is it wrong?
If you really thought it was the right thing to do, you wouldn't have sneaked off or tried to hide what was happening from me.
I knew you wouldn't understand.
Phoebe, it's not a matter of whether I understand. Neither Todd or you are ready for this kind of commitment.
Todd and I are the only ones who know how we really feel.
No one's questioning that. But while you're with me, I'm responsible for you. I simply can't stand by and see you get yourself involved in something that could become far more complicated than you could possibly imagine.
We know exactly what we're doing.
I wonder. You've been through a great deal in these last months. Losing your father, having to face the fact that your mother has shown so little interest in you or your future. It's natural to turn to someone for the love and comfort you need, and it's easy to confuse that with the kind of feeling you have for Todd.
I'm not confused. I know how I feel.
Perhaps you do. But while you're living under this roof, I most certainly can't allow the relationship to continue.
I'm not ashamed of what I've done.
Nevertheless, it can't go on. For heaven's sake, Phoebe, I'm not just the person you're staying with. You are both my students, and I have to do what I know is best for both of you.
All I know is that Todd is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And no one is going to stop us being together.
Howdy, handsome.
Narelle, what are you doing here?
Well, after the way your lady friend stormed off the other day, I thought you might be needing a bit of TLC.
How did you know where I lived?
Simple. You gave your address to the agency who hired me.
Yeah, well, look, you did your job, you got paid for it, and that's that.
Looks like you could use someone to take a bit of care of you.
Well, look, I've straightened everything out with Madge now, and I've got all the TLC I need, okay?
Okay. Can I help it if I find you attractive?
Oh, well, you've either got it or you haven't. Narelle, you're a great girl, you did a fine job at the car yard, but that's it.
Why? I know you like me, Lou. I think you and I could have a lot of fun together. And this time I'm offering my services for free.
Just what's this trollop doing in my house?
Madge, I can explain this.
Who's a trollop?
I had no idea she was coming in.
No, then how did you know where you lived?
He gave his address to the agency, just in case I needed to find him.
I see. Well, as far as I'm concerned, you're welcome to him.
Madge, let me explain. She just barged in here.
Oh, turned over a new leaf. That's a laugh. And you can get some other idiot to wear your ring, all right?
Oh, Madge.
Gee, she'll get nasty worry lines if she keeps this up.
Madge, you've got to listen to me. Madge! Madge, be reasonable. Madge!
What on earth's happened?
Oh, don't ask.
A few minutes ago, you were on cloud 9. Now you look as if you're about to tear someone apart.
I believed him. I really thought he changed. And then you know what happens? I go out for 5 minutes and I come back and catch him red-handed with that Narelle trollop from the car yard. Oh, look at the pair of them. Bold as brass.
Madge, for Pete's sake, will you listen to me?
I have listened to you for the last time, Lou Carpenter.
Look, she got my address from the agency I hired her from. I can't help that.
And she just happened to pop in while I was out. How very convenient.
She's got some bee in a bonnet about me. She tried to make a pass.
Oh, you were shocked to the core, I'm sure.
I told her it wasn't on.
That's not what it sounded like to me.
If you'll excuse me, I must go.
No. There's no need for that. I made a mistake thinking this ratbag could change his ways. And the sooner everybody in Ramsay Street realizes it, the better.
For the last time, will you let me explain?
What's to explain? You are going to be chasing other women until you've got one foot in the grave. Now, I've already been through that with Fred, and I've no intention of sticking my neck out again.
Bloke doesn't have much show, does he, when a woman starts dragging up her previous husbands? You do something wrong, and you're as bad as the first mongrel. You do something right, and it's not quite the way it was done by number 2. Well, I'm sick of trying to compete, Madge. I am my own bloke. Now, you either take me the way I am, or you can forget it.
Good riddance.
I think he's telling the truth.
Well, yeah, of course you would. When he's on top form, he could sell rice to the Chinese.
And you can be a little unreasonable when you get the bit between your teeth.
Helen, there is no decent relationship without trust. I learned that with Fred years ago. Lou's just as bad. I suppose the trouble is they just don't make them like Harold anymore. At least those few years were happy. Some people don't even get that.
I can see no reason why it couldn't work for you and Lou.
Helen, how can you say that?
Oh, I know he's as different as chalk and cheese from Harold, but Harold was in the past. It's what you want to do with your life now that matters.
I can't talk to Lou the way I used to talk to Harold.
Have you tried? Have you been too busy making comparisons to find out what really makes Lou Carpenter tick?
Well, I suppose I wouldn't be so damn jealous if I didn't care. But he does make me laugh.
Now, one thing's certain. He cares a great deal about you. I wouldn't throw that away too lightly.
Oh, baby, you got me in the shape I'm in. Oh, baby, you got me in the shape I'm in.
Hold it right there.
It's pretty hard to concentrate with such a pretty face behind the camera.
You're really making a meal of this, isn't he?
Well, you've sure been through the last few days in this house. He thinks he's going to be the new Kevin Costner after this.
Yeah.
Of course, he is my brother and I am prejudiced, but I think he's a fine figure of a man. All the men in our family were strong, strapping types, just as the women were small-boned and petite like me. Would you like to take a break?
I've still got a bit of film left on the roll, but I'll use that up on a few casual shots. Looks fake when people are always posing.
Whatever you say.
It's pretty thirsty work, this modelling.
Any excuse.
Yeah. Taking enough shots, mate. Maybe they're going to do a double-page spread.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I'll leave you to it. I've got a few things to attend to at home.
Okay, see you, Jim.
See you later, Jim.
What about a few shots in the front garden?
Oh, I think I've got enough now.
Oh, it's no trouble. I've got all the time in the world.
Thanks, but I've got to catch up on another assignment.
I suppose this article will take up all the space. The picture wouldn't be very big, would it?
Oh, I think in this case the photo will be the dominant feature.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well. How about that?
Mrs. Burke was pretty good. I thought she'd really read the riot act.
She still doesn't approve, though. You said so yourself.
Well, I guess we can't expect her to understand how we feel.
Yeah, well, she can't stop us. I mean, we haven't done anything wrong, have we?
I just hope all the talk won't spoil things for us.
Hey, Won't. You reckon she'll have told Uncle Jim?
I don't know. But she's sure to tell Mrs. Daniels.
Yeah, well, Helen's pretty understanding. But if Uncle Jim finds out, there's going to be hell to pay.
Phoebe spent the night here, in Todd's room.
I had no idea she'd even left the house until I discovered her bed hadn't been slept in. Then I caught her sneaking back.
And come to think of it, Todd seemed a little bit edgy this morning.
Hi to them, I can't believe it.
I didn't relish telling you, but you are Todd's guardian. I thought you should know.
You had to tell me, Dorothy. There's no question about that.
Well, naturally, I can't approve of the way they've gone about this, but I think it'd be wise if we tread carefully. I mean, if we get on a high horse and pass judgment, we could make matters worse.
You're not seriously suggesting that we should turn a blind eye on what they've been doing?
No, I'm simply saying that they're no longer children. We all know how difficult everything was at their age.
I think I was all of 14 the first time I fell desperately in love.
I'll bet you never went sneaking around to your boyfriend's house doing what they have.
No, but times have changed somewhat since we were teenagers.
Yes, they have indeed. That's why we have to handle this very carefully.
It's not so much what they've done, it's the way they went about it.
You better have a word with Todd before it gets out of hand.
I'll be doing that all right. And I'll be telling him how I feel about him betraying my trust while he's living under my roof.
Hi, how was your day?
I am in no mood to discuss pleasantries with you, Todd. You owe me an explanation.
Why?
You know damn well why.
Oh, right, you've been speaking to Mrs. Burke.
I expected better from you.
Yeah, well, it wasn't something we planned.
You betrayed my trust!
We didn't mean to. Look, Phoebe and I love each other.
That is beside the point. While you're in my house, you're in my care.
I'm not a kid anymore.
You're not a man yet either. Or you would have gone about this quite differently.
Look, like I said, I mean, we didn't plan it. Not for Phoebe to stay the night anyway.
Todd, you have no idea the responsibilities a relationship like this entails. Phoebe's a nice girl, but you've only known her a few months. Hardly long enough to test the friendship, let alone anything more serious.
Yeah, but we know how we feel about each other.
And what about your studies? Both of you. If you want any sort of a future, right now you should be concentrating on your schoolwork and getting decent grades. You've got the rest of your lives to get tangled up emotionally.
The back door was open.
I have just been telling Todd how bitterly disappointed I am in the pair of you. Right now I'm due at an appointment. But I want to make one thing quite clear to both of you. While Todd lives in this house, you will do as you're told. And under no circumstances is there to be a repeat of what happened here last night. Understood?
Sorry I got you into all this trouble.
Don't be. I'm not. I'm not going to let Uncle Jim or anyone else spoil everything for us.
Me either.
You like that, don't you, my little fluffykins? Yes, you do.
I'm not expecting anyone. Are you?
Is this the Hudson place?
May I ask who's inquiring?
I'm looking for Cameron Hudson.
I see.
Me and my mates are up on this stupid bloody assault charge. He's our mouthpiece, and I want to talk things over.
Well, you'll have to contact him at the office.
Tell him Phil's looking for him.
Yes, all right, I will.
Make sure you do, lady.
What's going on?
I'm moving out.
Lou, I'm sorry about the way
Look, Madge, maybe you were right. Maybe I am too much like Fred. I'm sure as heck never going to measure up to old Harold, am I? So I think the sooner I make tracks, the better.
Would you hear me out?
I reckon we've said everything, don't you?
No, not quite. You see, I've been so busy making comparisons that I haven't given the real Lou Carpenter a chance. I do care about you a lot. Do you think we could give it another go?
You'd have to take me warts and all, and I don't think you could handle that.
I didn't really know how much I cared until I came in and saw those bags. I felt sick at the thought of losing you.
Can you back that up with a kiss, do you reckon? Hey, I kept it, just in case.
You won't be getting it back.
Good.
Oh, he was a dreadful type. No wonder he's having a criminal charge.
Oh, you can't always go on looks, Faye. I mean, who'd have thought that lover boy here would turn into the new Erinsborough pin-up?
Well, Cameron had no right to give out my address. Next thing I know, the place will be overrun with criminals.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it too much. He'll find Cameron at the office, and that'd be the end of it.
Well, I certainly hope so. I don't want unsavoury types like that knocking on my door. Well, I must be off, but I'll have a few words to say to Cameron when he gets home. Bye.
Bye. She makes such a big deal out of everything.
Well, with a bit of luck, we'll have a stream of people knocking on our door pretty soon.
How do you figure that?
Well, once my photograph appears in the Erinsborough News, there'll be a bevy of beautiful women knocking down that door to have a look at the real thing.
That's odd. I'm sure I closed it.